What's up, y'all? B-Dub is here for another anime DVD and Blu-ray review. Today's review is going to be a Blu-ray Dragon Ball Z Season 1 on Blu-ray. My bad for the long hiatus or wait. I had a lot of things to take care of, but now I got the set. I watched a couple of episodes, and now I'm going to be doing my full review for Dragon Ball Z Season 1 on Blu-ray. So, I'm also going to give you a history lesson as well, as far as HD content and aspect ratios and etc. Because some of you out there are very misinformed, and I want to help you out. So anyway, let's get started.
B-Dub, the anime master. B-Dub, the anime master. B-Dub, the anime master. B-Dub, the anime master. Dragon Ball Z, the anime master. Here we go, the anime master. Dragon Ball Z, the anime master. Here we go, the anime master.
What is HD, high definition, and aspect ratios for film and TV?
HD is a video format that is on the 1080p HD Blu-ray disc format and the defunct HD DVD format. Now, HD means high definition. I'm pretty sure you all know that, but for the misinformed out there, I'm also going to explain aspect ratios for TV shows and film. Now, there are two main aspect ratios that TV and film sometimes have: 16:9, the widescreen film-like appearance or cinema appearance, and 4:3, the TV box format with the black bars on the side. Now, certain TV shows dating back to the 50s all the way to the 2000s do have 4:3 formats. There are also TV shows that have 16:9 formats that started in the early 2000s, around 2003 or 2004. TV shows like Lost have a 16:9 format because HD, high definition, was starting to become the norm for, formats in HD videos and shit like that. So here's the thing. A lot of people out there are misinformed on what HD really means. They think that just because a TV show or a anime in this case is on Blu-ray, it has to be widescreen. Like, they think widescreen means HD, and it doesn't. There are some widescreen film and TV shows on DVD, and those are standard definition, 480p standard definition, material. So, of course, when it goes to Blu-ray, it's in HD because of the, Blu-ray size and these specifications that Blu-ray has to make the, the videos and etc. look HD quality. This whole misinformation is like, I want Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray. So in order for it to be on Blu-ray, it needs to be cropped. It needs to be cut. It needs to be HD. Well, people, you're wrong, and HD does not automatically mean 16:9. There are plenty of animes and movies and TV shows in 4:3 that are on Blu-ray in HD quality and 4:3. Aspect ratios is the film's original aspect ratio, the way the film or the anime was drawn or shot, whether it was shot in 16:9 and then it went to the pillar box format when it's broadcast on TV, and then when you buy the DVD, it is in the native 16:9 theatrical format. The same thing can be said about 4:3. It's like, why would you take a 4:3 old school image and crop it to 16:9, losing 20% of the footage just because you think that's HD? It's fucking retarded and stupid. And I'm just saying, like, people out there needs to be informed on what HD and aspect ratios really mean. There are plenty of anime shows that have Blu-ray releases in 4:3 format. Just to name a few, Yu Yu Hakusho, released by Funimation Entertainment, is a Blu-ray 4:3 HD release. Great frame-by-frame remastering by the original Japanese, and it looks fucking fantastic. Did that anime need to be cropped or altered or filtered to be HD and on Blu-ray? No, it did not. So why does Dragon Ball Z need to be updated? It doesn't make any sense, The level sets was the perfect way to release Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, in my personal opinion. 16:9 doesn't always equal HD, people. it's just retarded to think that. Just because it's on Blu-ray doesn't mean it needs to be cropped and fit your screens. If the black screens of a 4x3 anime Blu-ray like Yu Yu Hakusho or Tenchi Muyo or of the upcoming Nadia's Secret of the Blue Water Blu-ray releases just zoom in on your TVs, why let the fans who want the original artist intent 4x3 image suffer with a cropped, altered, and filtered release? Just zoom in with your TV remotes on your television and then boom, no more black bars.
Now let's move on to the pros of the Dragon Ball Z Blu-ray Season 1 release.
The first pro I'm going to give it is that it is cheap. I bought my Blu-ray box set from Amazon.com for $17.99 because it was on sale. And Funimation knows how to market and they know how to price their products from time to time. And this Dragon Ball Z Blu-ray release is priced pretty damn good. You know, there's only going to be 9 box sets. That is another pro I could give it, instead of the original 18 sets that the levels would have been, which I have to admit was pretty fucking ridiculous. But hey, at least the quality would have been good. But anyway, the first 2 pros, cheap release, cheap price, and only going to be 9 box sets. And another pro I can give it is more episodes per disc. Just like the level sets, they only had the first 17. This one has 39. So yeah, you're getting more bang for your buck. But like I said, you ain't getting that good quality. Anyway, Funimation did a good job with the eye catchers. Here's a photo of that. They pretty much used the same coloring for the background and kind of spread it out to make it look like it's a 16:9 image. Just to inform you people out there, this does not mean Dragon Ball Z was meant to be in widescreen. This is Funimation's, tampering to make it look like it's widescreen. And I admit, it does look pretty good, just for that. Also, another pro I can give it is that the special features are pretty damn interesting and they look pretty good. The upcoming interviews look very interesting, and it makes me want to buy them, but I'm probably not, because I'm pretty sure some people on here on YouTube is going to upload the interviews, so I'm not going to buy that shit. And that's pretty much all the pros I can really give it. Cheap price, more episodes, only going to be 9 box sets. The special features look pretty good, and the eye catcher, they did a good job with the eye catchers. Now, I wonder what they're going to do with the eye catcher with King Kai and Goku and Videl Goten and Adult Gohan. So, yeah, that's gonna look pretty fucked up. But anyway.
Now let's move on to the cons of the Dragon Ball Z Season 1 Blu-ray release.
Con number 1, 16:9 cropping format. You are losing 20% of the image. Face the facts, people. Dragon Ball Z was not meant to be in 16:9. Next con, the loss of detail due to the filtering to remove the video grain. Now, grain is a part of film, and Dragon Ball Z was shot on film. 16mm, I believe, and some episodes was shot on 35mm film as well. Film needs to have its grain. It is the life of the image. And getting rid of the grain means getting rid of various fucking details. It's very noticeable. Another thing I have to say is that the backgrounds look fucking terrible. Vector cropping looking. It looks very Photoshopped. It has like this watercolor paint faded outness to some of the backgrounds and the colors, compared to the orange bricks, which look terrible. They at least kept their film look to a certain extent. Now it looks like a watercolor painting, and it's just kind of dumbed down to like they're trying their hardest to make it sharp and bold, and it does look sharp, but it doesn't look, clean. It looks kind of, meshed, if you kind of get what I'm saying. But anyway, because of the cropping, the 16:9 cropping, Funimation did something different and wrong and fucked up the entire ending sequence. The ending sequence is just like an extra 20% zoomed in and cropped to oblivion. What the fuck? I mean, shit is just ridiculous, And that's pretty much the cons for this release. 16:9 cropping, destroyed ending sequence, vectoring looking, color backgrounds. It looks very faded out and very not in detail, like at all, in my opinion. The grain is gone, loss of detail because the grain is just missing. It just looks awful. Hold on, one more con. I've noticed this because Funimation was using or still using the pan and scan technology to kind of, make sure certain scenes look like, it was in 16:9 or a better not center crop look. I noticed that the scenes jitter. Like Goku could be standing somewhere and you can see the 16:9 pan and scan move the image a bit to make it fit in the screen. I've seen that happen multiple times and it looks fucking awful. I'm like, holy shit. Automated process for the win. That shit ain't frame by frame and it ain't being used by a human. That is some automated fuck up right there. I was like, why is the screen moving? Like, this shit is hilarious. And I don't mean jitter from old film. I know what that looks like. This shit looks like somebody was moving the screen to make sure that nose fit, make sure his face fit. It looks fucking awful. I think it happened at least 8 times throughout the episodes I've seen. And man, I don't know how many times it happens. It might not be a big con, but when I noticed things like that, and that shit looked fucking terrible. Anyway, that concludes my cons for this release. Let's move on to the big question. Who is this release for, and should you buy it or should you skip it? So, in conclusion, who should buy this release? Well, Dragon Ball Z fans who want Dragon Ball Z in HD on Blu-ray. I mean, that's about it. Casual fans who don't care about the picture quality and casual fans who just want a cheap HD release of Dragon Ball Z. That's about it. I mean, if you really care about, having the original picture, then I would say wait and see if Funimation is going to put out a Ultimate Super Mega Tron Edition Blu-ray 4x3 edition of Dragon Ball Z. And that's about it. I'm not going to tell you to track down the Dragon boxes because those are out of print and they are highly, highly, highly expensive. So if you didn't buy them then, you're out of luck. Sorry about that. But as for myself, I am going to be content with what I have, the orange bricks, the Dragon boxes, and that's about it. And of course, Dragon Ball Z Kai, which I need to finish. But if you don't have Dragon Ball Z at all, the orange bricks or the Dragon boxes, and you want it on HD, and you don't care about the picture and shit like that, then pick it up. Now, if you care about the picture, leave it alone. If you have the Dragon boxes, leave it alone. Bottom line is, I'm not going to rag on anybody who buys this release. I do have a right to my opinion. I do have a right to complain. I do have a right to speak my mind and critique a product as a consumer. So, to all you people out there that get mad at my opinion, gets frustrated because I don't like it, because I'm spreading the word that it's a horrible release, shut the fuck up. I have a right to speak my fucking mind. If you don't like it, kiss my ass,
So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That concludes my anime Blu-ray review of Dragon Ball Z Season 1. So, that's it. I'm B-Dub, the Anime Master. Please respect my opinion as an anime fan, a video film fan, animation fan, and etc. So, like I said, that's it. Peace. Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray. That's right. So, oh shit, the police.
Dragon Ball Z, the anime master. Here we go, the anime master. Nigga. Dragon Ball Z, the anime master. Here we go, the anime master.